Hello guys, how are you doing? Here with you Anna Tutova, co-founder of Coins Telegram, and in today's video we will discuss current crypto news. And let's start with the positive news. We have already seen the bull market coming back as Bitcoin reached already over $66,300 and currently it's trading at $65,000 and it already saw the increase of 6%. And why did it happen? People suggest that the rally follows the release of US inflation data on Wednesday that shows the US consumer price index data, so a month-on-month increase of 0.3% and a year-on-year increase of 3.6%. And this marks the lowest 12-month core inflation reading since April 2021, with the monthly increase being the smallest since December. So this figure suggests a cooling of inflation. But first, I would like to share with you Umoja Protocol. If you don't have much time to follow the markets, to follow all this news, but you would like to get more profits from your investments, you should check out automated investment strategies. And that's what Umoja offers. Umoja is an asset management protocol that converts altcoins into smart coins. And they just raised in March their seed round of $4 million, and they're backed by many Tier 1 investors such as Coinbase Ventures, 500 Global, Avalanche Blizzard, Blockchain Founders Fund, QuantStamp, and others. So Umoja Asset Factory has produced two smart asset building blocks thus far. One is synthetic calls boost and synthetic puts hedge. When you create a synthetic put option, you're creating a financial safety net. It's a strategy to protect you from a drop in prices when you think the market is going down. With Umoja, you can lock in your gains by placing a synth put option. When you create a synthetic call option, you're betting that an asset price will increase without having to own or buy that particular asset. With Umoja, you can use a synth call to take a leveraged long position without the risk of liquidation. Protect your assets against volatility more affordable with hedge and go long without getting liquidated on Umoja's bet with Umoja's boost. All you need is USDC. You don't even have to hold the actual asset. You can get as well the drop. Umoja is rewarding the community with exclusive airdrop rewards and packs. Try out Umoja and earn rewards today at protocol.umoja.xyz. So you can create your first things on Umoja and instantly become airdrop eligible. And as well, I have a great news for you. It's about the open pool of Umoja is live, and you can now join the ranks of backers like Coinbase Ventures, Orange DAO, 500 Global, QuantStamp, 3Commas by investing in Umoja. And this is your chance to get in early for any amount you want to invest as long as you cover the fees. So guys, check out Umoja Protocol and let's continue with our news for today.
Yeah, so as we see here, the market starting dropping again, but we see the inflow in Bitcoin ETF inflows, and just yesterday there was maximum recording of the total inflow of over $302 million into Bitcoin spot ETFs, and this marks the highest influx since May 3rd. Another news is the listing of the Notcoin. It's the coin from Telegram bot, so a lot of people started tapping into these Notcoins in the Notcoin bot to gain some tokens, and today it was listed. It was even listed on Binance. However, even Telegram Tons coin is not on Binance yet, which is quite surprising. So it was as well on Launchpad on Binance and on OKX Jumpstart. So it's similar to Binance Launchpad, where for staking you could get free Notcoins or other altcoins which are on those launchpads. So it was listed today and it's dropping down because obviously a lot of people got this coin for free, so they're selling. So if you haven't sold it yet, maybe it's still good time to sell it, and we'll see how the project will be developing. Next news is about institutional investors more and more getting into Bitcoin, and we saw the news with Millennium Management, one of the world's leading asset managers, disclosed 2 billion spot Bitcoin ETF portfolio, and they just made the CAC filing, and they constitute 3% of their assets of its 64 billion fund as of the first quarter is invested into Bitcoin spot ETF. And as well, several more companies and banks have announced investments in spot Bitcoin ETF in recent weeks and months. And these include institutions like Hightower and JP Morgan Chase. And as well, that's quite funny. As you know, Jamie Dimon is probably one of the biggest opponents of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. He always says on TV and everywhere that it is a scam, but JP Morgan does quite a lot in blockchain and as well in tokenization, digital assets, and they invest themselves into Bitcoin spot ETF. And as well, another interesting news is that even some US states now invest into Bitcoin spot ETF. And what we saw with the US state of Wisconsin purchased 94,562 shares of BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust IBIT in the first quarter of the year, which the filing shows. And the shares are worth nearly $100 million, and it's the first state to disclose the purchase of Bitcoin. And the investment board also purchased shares of Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust GBTC, worth roughly $64 million. And the Wisconsin Investment Board manages state's pension, which is worth more than $150 billion. Another interesting news from another big asset manager, VanEck. They have under management $89.5 billion, and they have been as well one of the pioneering asset managers who got into crypto already in 2017, and surprisingly now they're as well getting into meme coins, and they introduced their own new index focused on this highly popular category of tokens, and the index is called MarketVector's Meme Coin Index and traded under the symbol meme coin. It tracks the performance of the top 6 meme tokens in the market, and the largest holdings of this index include well-known meme coins like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and Pepe, and other tokens such as Doge with hat, Flockino, and Bonk are also part of the index. So here you can see the percentage of the coins, and MarketVector's meme coin index has seen a staggering year-on-year increase of over 195%, and in comparison to Bitcoin, it has seen a rise of 123%. So meme coins definitely outperforming. And the meme coin market currently has a total market capitalization of $53.3 billion according to CoinMarketCap, and MarketVector's index tracks around 80% worth of meme coin value. And as well, Pepe coin, the third largest meme coin as well, made its all-time high this week. Currently it's dropping a bit, so maybe it's definitely can make much more all-time highs, especially if Elon Musk decides to tweet about it. So let's see. Another news is about El Salvador. It mined 474 Bitcoin since 2021 using geothermal power fueled by the Tecapa volcano. And as you know, El Salvador is the first country in the world which adopted Bitcoin as a legal tender. And we recently as well released a documentary film from El Salvador with the president, vice president, and members of the parliament. You can check out the documentary on our YouTube channel. And the mine coins bring the country's total Bitcoin holdings to 5,750, worth about 380 million at current prices. Our next news is the second biggest stablecoin, which is USDC. and by the issuer of company Circle Internet Financial, the entity behind the stablecoin USDC. Is set to move the legal headquarters from Ireland to the United States, and the reason for this may be a potential public offering for Circle, especially given the US higher tax burden compared to Ireland's relatively low corporate tax rates, which make the move otherwise unattractive. And I will remind you that in January, Circle confidentially filed for an IPO of its equity securities under plans to become a publicly traded company. Some other interesting news about the popular trading app Robinhood, which is expanding in Europe, and it just launched Solana staking in Europe with 5% API. So if you prefer different trading apps such as Robinhood and you are based in Europe, you can check it out. And our last news is about how banks are continuing getting more and more into blockchain. And Deutsche Bank announced joining Project Guardian. It's a project of the Singapore government to explore asset tokenization applications. And Deutsche Bank on 14th May announced it has joined the monetary authority of Singapore's Project Guardian as a part of the asset and wealth management workstream, and the collaborative initiative is dedicated to testing the feasibility of asset tokenization applications in regulated financial markets. And Project Guardian is a multi-year project involving global policymakers, including the United Kingdom FCA, Switzerland's FINMA, and Japan's FCA, and financial services industry representatives.
Hope you liked this video. Write what you think about the current news in the comments, and if you would like us anything to be covered, write us as well in the comments. If you don't follow our channel yet, subscribe to it. Check out as well our documentary films from El Salvador, as well from the UAE, with many top people like the president of El Salvador, vice president of El Salvador, CZ Binance, Sandeep Nalwal, Polygon, Josh Hoskins and Cardano, Justin Santron, Sebastian Borges, Sandbox, and as well, don't miss our upcoming movie with Vitalik Buterin, Great Ethereum, Paulo Reno, CEO Tether, and many other leaders. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day. Goodbye.